This morning, the state and federal police feud to spill into the Bondi Royal Commission. Tragedy strikes a spear fisherman mauled by a shark in far north Queensland. Trump cast doubt on breaching a truce in the Middle East war. And police investigate after a house in Melbourne's northwest goes up in flames. That's all coming up on the Sunrise Early News.
Live across Australia, this is Sunrise Early News.
Good morning. The feud between state and federal police is set to spill into the Royal Commission into Anti-Semitism as hearings resume in Sydney today. It comes as fresh details uncovered intelligence and communications failures between Australia's top security agencies following the Bondi gunman to roam freely in terrorist hotspots. Both organisations and ASIO will give evidence today, grilled on their knowledge about the movements of alleged terrorists Sajid and Naveed Akram prior to the devastating attack in December last year. A boating trip has turned to tragedy in far north Queensland with a spear fisherman killed by a shark on the Great Barrier Reef. The 39-year-old was fishing with friends off Kennedy Shoal between Townsville and Cairns when he was mauled by the shark around midday on Sunday. Friends of the man brought him to shore, but he died at the scene. The man is the second person killed by a shark while spearfishing in just over a week. Despite insisting that Iran is close to agreeing to a ceasefire deal, Donald Trump's social media posts have cast doubt on those claims. Live to Isabel Mullen. Izzy, we are told a deal to end the war could be finalised within hours. What's happening?
Yeah, we were, Eddie. Good morning. That deal looking less likely now. Donald Trump casting doubt, as you've said, over that deal with a bizarre social media post, taking to his Truth social account and posting this image of a US-flagged plane appearing to fire a jet at Iranian boats with the caption, "Adios, Donald Trump," the US president, apparently unhappy with how the deal's progressing. Parts of that deal did leak in Washington overnight. He's under incredible pressure from US officials. He's now written again on his account, "I've informed my representatives not to rush into a deal and that time is on our side. The blockade will remain in full force and effect until an agreement is reached, certified and signed. Both sides must take their time and get it right. There can be no mistakes." Now, one US official has claimed that Iran has agreed to get rid of their enriched uranium. That uranium is needed to create a nuclear weapon. Iran saying no such agreement has been made. So as we can see, there is some way to go before a deal is done. Eddie.
Yeah, it certainly is. Thank you, Izzy. A manhunt is underway across Western Sydney this morning after a teenager was stabbed at a party in the early hours of Sunday. The 16-year-old boy is recovering in hospital with serious injuries after he was stabbed while getting off a party bus at Mount Druitt. Police have seized a car for forensic examination. They've yet to make any arrests. Police are now investigating after a house in Melbourne's northwest went up in flames in the early hours of this morning. The house on Fitzgerald Road in Essendon was fully engulfed around 2:45 a.m. The property reduced to rubble. Thankfully, the house was unoccupied. However, police are treating the incident as suspicious. The police union has slammed a driver accused of leaving an officer for dead after allegedly veering into the path of a patrol car in Adelaide's north. The head-on impact was so severe, both vehicles were thrown into a ditch.
Twisted metal and shattered glass, the aftermath of a violent head-on crash.
It was an enormous impact. It would have been very devastating to the police officer.
Police allege the black Jeep veered onto the wrong side of Curtis Road, slamming straight into the patrol car. The force of the impact throwing both vehicles into a ditch.
How he got out, I don't know, because it looked like the door was jammed.
Police say the driver of the Jeep fled on foot, leaving the injured officer behind, and the Police Association furious.
The driver's conduct in the incident last night was reprehensible. It was a serious collision. The driver has deliberately run away from police, knowing that it is a police car.
The solo officer was taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries as police swarmed the area searching for the driver. He was found nearby, arrested and taken to the Lyle McEwen.
Our expectation is the full weight of the judicial system is thrown at the driver.
The 30-year-old man is expected to be charged with a string of serious offences. The police union say it's a disturbing example of the growing disrespect and violence shown towards frontline officers.
Each year we see about 600 to 800 assaults on South Australian police officers. And I think that really underscores the brutal reality of policing in 2026.
Police officer is lucky to be alive as well as the other perpetrator.
Jonathan Edwards, 7 News.
A 21-year-old Sydney learner driver has been hit with multiple charges after a 15-month-old baby and its father were killed in a horrific crash at Kemps Creek last Monday. The baby's 25-year-old mother is still fighting for life in hospital. The learner driver is facing 12 charges, including not displaying an L plate and causing death by dangerous driving. He's been refused bail and will front court this morning. A new political party could be announced within weeks, with Teal Independents looking to form a centralist party. It's in a bid to stave off the rise of One Nation. MPs Allegra Spender and Zali Steggall are reportedly spearheading the push. However, it's understood senior moderate Liberal figures have so far refused defection invites. It comes as a new Redbridge poll shows One Nation could win enough seats to form the coalition if an election was held today. Well, checking Monday's weather for you now. Brisbane shower 2 and 24 degrees. Sydney showers easing 21. Canberra shower 2 and 19. Melbourne shower 2 and 18. Hobart showers and 16 degrees. Adelaide showers at 18. Perth mostly sunny day 24 degrees. And Darwin mostly sunny 33. Still to come on the Sunrise Early News, the controversial Enhanced Games get underway today and the desperate search for an Ebola vaccine. That's coming up after the break.